Yo, yes. What's up, everybody? It is us. We are back. This is Eclectic Minds Podcast, and we got a special guest today. It's been a while. We was on a little hiatus. Had to get some things together. Shout out to Liv. She's not here today. She's handling some business, but much love and respect to her. It's my co-host. But we got a guest here today. You're gonna get a little introduction, motherfucker, whether you like it or not. I met this brother. Woo. 9596. We we came across each other, man. I think that was God's plan. This brother's a city cat from the town, from New York City. I could tell that because by the way you was moving. You wasn't no Albany dude, but Albany dudes is Albany dudes, and shout out to that because I'm an Albany dude. I love myself. But I knew you was different. I knew you was coming from somewhere different. And we've been friends ever since, and brothers, more like brothers, like a big brother to me. I hope that little brother can can drop some jewels whenever you need them when you reach out to me and stuff like that. This man wear many hats and has many titles, and I'm gonna let you introduce all those titles to yourself. But right now it's fucking David Jordan Layne. What's going on, brother?
Oh man, I appreciate it, man. Listen, blessings. It's an honor to be here. Thank you for having me on the show. It's been crazy, man. It's been a long time. We know each other, brother. It's been a real long time, man.
I love you, man.
I love you too.
I gotta put it out there, man, just so the viewers know. Black men telling each other they love each other, and I'm a brown man too. That's okay. We can do that. We can.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, we should be doing that.
Everybody be caught in too much of that. That was what be putting out there in the world, and it ain't good for you. It's not good. Focus on yourself. Focus on what you're doing with your people, with the good people in your life, and keep God first. You know what I'm saying? So, I appreciate it being here, man. He said, you said I carry many titles. Yes, Commissioner of the city of Moreno Valley. I mean, I'm from New York City, but I live here in California now. I've been here for over 20 years now. I was a general manager for Enterprise Rent a Car for over 17 to 20 years there. I worked corporate America, teacher leadership, professional development, diversity, equity, and inclusion. I'm a best-selling author this year. I wrote a book called The Him Story, Honorable, Intelligent, Mature Man. My journey to becoming an honorable, intelligent, mature man. Mentor, with the 100 Black Men, with an organization called Family is All That Matters. I have 3 businesses, Layne Enterprise LLC, Big City Studios, and in the industries and investment company. I'm a developer. I'm a motivational speaker, like you, life coach. I mean, you name it. I've been doing it. Yeah.
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. No, it really is. And I didn't mean to cut you with. Go ahead. You want to say something?
No, it's crazy, man. Just I could, I go on like you said. I wear many hats, and I deal with mental health. Deal with a little bit of depression myself. If you want to be honest, and just I continue to keep it rolling. I'm a shout out to my man Deion Sanders, right? It's one of these facets in life, like keep making plays. I keep making plays, no matter what area or journey I've ever been in my life. The minute I reach the ceiling and I feel like I can't break through, something else changes, or I shout out to my brothers as I would say, we change lanes on people.
That's dope. Shout out to all of them, man. Much love and respect for your brothers too. Word. Those dudes got much respect from me as I got for you as well, because those dudes they're successful in their own right. Y'all just good brothers, man. Y'all just good brothers. At first when I met y'all, I didn't think y'all was shit. But after I got I said, God damn, how the whole family look good. God damn. Like all these niggas handsome. Like
shout out to Mama Layne. Shout out to Mama Layne.
She put something in the jeans. God damn. I said, damn, ain't single woman that tall, athletic, and nice looking. Like shit. Something gotta give. Like somebody gotta be stupid. None of y'all asses was stupid or ugly. God damn. But nah, shout out to all your brothers, man. We're especially down there. That's smart ass. Man, shout out to him,
genius,
definitely.
Black genius, brother.
That brother's
Black
smart,
genius.
bro. That's a smart brother, man. He and you know, and you know, in the molecular what? The molecular what?
Quantum physics, brother. He's an engineer and a scientist.
I know.
The crazy thing was, is you know how you hand off the mantle, you hand off the mantle. So I'm gonna say I handed off the mantle to him in a capacity of, I said, I can only bring us but so far, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to this, when it comes to technology and engineer and him seeing the future, we work very well together in viewing the future, paying attention to everything that's going on in the world, right? Everybody wants to try to understand, like, yo, what's the energy like? What's the Layne brothers energy like? And just like when we first got together, me and you, and we created our bond, and it, became family and brothers. It's like that. Like, we pay attention to everything. We can dance in any arena, whether it be political, whether it be about relationships, whether it be about socialism. I mean, any arena, technology, finances, like, we can play in all of it. And that brother, man, I tell you, I give it up to my brother Donna, like, watching him and Damien and my brother Freddie too, man, watching them, you lead us into the future. So we bounce things back and forth. We call ourselves, we when we mess around with ourselves, we be like, your AI, your artificial intelligence, your brain, right? It's like don't be playing around with me. Like, you might see what you see in a certain way with your artificial intelligence, but I'm seeing it a different way. So look at it the way I'm looking at it, and then all of a sudden you see it. You see he's thinking differently now, and doing things differently now, right? To a point where now, even in his own space now, I'm hearing the same things that I've already been through in my spaces, like being in corporate America and things like nature and things that I've learned. And I'm like, wow. So you constantly have to readjust yourself in life. It's a constant readjustment, man. And I think that's how you keep making plays. That's how you keep pushing through, no matter what you're smacked with, no matter what you're hit with. It's like you gotta constantly readjust, you gotta constantly change lanes, and boom. And then finally, when you feel like you're stuck or you feel like things are not happening for you the way you want them to happen, the next beautiful thing always happens.
Yeah, and I see that. I think that's been sort of your mantra, man. Even when we have our discussions, off of this Eclectic Minds podcast, platform, that we just call each other up, and I always tell people, steel sharpens steel. So your brothers are that for you. Y'all just constantly sharpening y'all steel and stuff like that, and keeping each other up and stuff like that. And that's beautiful, man. I got brothers too. You already know that. It's the Fiasco brothers. I mean, we still consider you Fiasco and family.
Yeah, you're damn right. You can't. I still got my jersey. Ain't nobody. With Scooter on the back of my jersey.
Ain't shit changing it. Nah, hell no. Let me share a personal story, bro. I gotta share this, right? Because I want to know. I want people to know the brotherhood wasn't always eye to eye, right? Mm-hmm. So I want to share the story. I ain't gonna get all into the details, but I want to share the best part of me, and it's something that you already heard already, and I constantly told you, right? Then I want to get into more of the stuff that do with you. Me and you had a disagreement, and we wasn't talking for a while. And like you said, you've been in California over 20-something years, right? That shit is crazy, right? When you left, and before you left, I heard that you was leaving, and I was just like, all right, he leaving, God bless him, whatever. I wanted the best for you. But at the same time, I said to myself too, like, damn, I would hope, that one day and stuff like that, we'll talk and square away the stuff that we, long through, whatever. And it was crazy because at the time, John Jans, our man too, another brother, came up and said to us pretty much that you was leaving. You good? I'm still talking.
You do. You stopped and you were.
Yeah, you froze too. You froze on your end, so it's all good. We still going. It's a Eclectic Minds podcast.
Okay,
so you was leaving to go to California, and I was like, "Yo, he leaving." John told me that. John was like, "I was living on off of Lark, at that time." The realest shit, bro. You could have did that. You did, and you came to me like the day or it was a couple days before you left because you was making your rounds. You was going to the town, you was going to the city, New York City, in the San Third, visit your family and friends. You came to me, man. You said, Zay, I love you. Put your hand out. Gave me the pound. He was like, yo, man, all that shit that happened, it's all that shit that happened. I'm leaving, man, and that's it, man. I just want you to know I got love for you, and I'm always gonna have love for you. Bro, I told you that when we got back together, and I ended up coming down there and staying with you for listen. I'm gonna tell y'all this shit too, though. I was down in California for like 10 motherfucking days at this man's house. Beautiful house. Yo, you was very, very accommodating, bro. With the, you know what I'm saying, and hospitable. Like I had a great time. That's why I'm about to come bring my black ass down there now, because I just need a vacation, man. But the end of the day is that, yo, bro, that shit was so real to me, man, because you didn't have to do it, man. You didn't have to do it. And like I said, when John told me that shit, even though me and you wasn't seeing eye to eye at that time, when he told me that shit, you was leaving, I felt it. I said, damn, the guy leaving. I was like, I wish I could talk. And, and now to come to think about it, I think John set that shit up. I think John told you, like, yo, go see Jose before you left. Or are you already planned it either way? Either way, the shit that happened was organic and happened, and it leads us to this day. That, at times brothers don't see the eye, families don't see eye to eye. We go through our shit, but then we still be here with it. We still got love for each other, man.
So here with it. It's we were young, right? There was a transition happening with life.
Yeah.
Right. I think you make peace, and what you do is, and this is one thing. It's like, you didn't been to. It's like we didn't been through we've been through shit together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we've been through shit together. So even though we didn't see eye to eye, it wasn't it wasn't bad enough for me not to come to you and be like, yo,
yeah,
hey brother, I love you. I'm about to take off and I'm about to go start a whole new life.
Yeah.
I don't know nobody over there. You know what I'm saying? Cali, right?
I respected that shit, man. I'll be honest with you, man. So I know but I'm gonna tell these viewers right now. I respected that shit, man. You made a big risk, bro. I mean, you went from a whole different coast. You comfortable in the city. You know what I'm saying? You know that you've been there. You know how to move. That's it. But to go to Cali, man, to this day, I still told you that shit. Like, yo, that's a big risk, man. Go out there. You got a family member here or there, maybe.
And
maybe.
Didn't even know if I was going to get the job with Enterprise, because that's what I came for.
Yeah.
So it could have went either way. I could have been out here looking for something else, but I guess that's what I mean when you say keep making plays. Like, got the job. Okay, that's one play that was made. All right, I need to be successful at the job. Okay, that's 2 plays that's made. I become a GM for the company. Okay, that's 3 plays that's made, right? And every time you hit a plateau, every time you hit a ceiling, it's like, okay, you see things might not line up with your morals and values, right? Like, you see, I don't get into all this, everybody, everybody has their thing or whatever it is, and you have to respect it, right? But no one can ever put a value on you. You're the only one that can put a value on you. My brother said all the time, like, people be trying to take the pen out your hand and try to write your story, try to talk about you, try to tell you who you are.
What brother is that? I give him her credit.
Yeah, Donna, me and Donna, we conversate about this all the time. This is how we call it. shout out to Japanese animation. We call it the Goku training. You have to unlearn yourself and then rediscover yourself. You unlearn because you realize that you were taught a lot of things wrong.
Damn. Oh, brother.
The way we eat, wrong.
Heavy.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like you got to unlearn yourself, and then you rediscover your true self. So the only thing I can do is live in my truth. I ain't trying to perpetrate it for nobody. And the bottom line is, if you don't believe if somebody doesn't believe what you say, that's fine. Move on. That's the bottom line. I don't need you. You don't have to check for me.
Yeah.
Believe what I say.
Yeah. A lot of people, not to cut your wisdom, a lot of people feel like they need validation in their life to feel like they being successful and stuff like that. And I always tell people all the time, like, you know, you got to live your truth, man. Just like you said, you got to live your own truth. Nobody can live that for you. You have to. And lies always, the truth always defeat any lie. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what person try to write for your story or try to do this or try to do that, your truth is going to defeat those lies. You know what I'm saying? Because I think in all some form of fashion, we all had somebody that try to lie on us, that try to do this, or try to tell us who we are.
We are, yeah.
Or who they think we are. You know what I'm saying? And that's not necessarily the case. And I ain't gonna sit up here and say I'm motherfucking perfect, because I'm not. And I know you feel the same way about yourself.
That's never the case, bro. It's not about saying, "Oh, I'm perfect," because people have said that in arguments with me too. Oh, you think you're right about everything? It's like, no, I don't think I'm right.
I remember I might have said that shit back in the day.
I said,
you ain't right about everything, goddamn
it. But the whole point is, I'm giving you advice, and I'm giving you knowledge. Now it's up to you whether or not you're gonna take it. If you're gonna take it, but you can't tell me I'm not right about anything if you haven't tried what I've tried to give you. If you haven't, especially if you haven't tried what I tried to give you, you just completely just disregarded what I tried to give you. So so you find out, so the question is do you respect or do you value what I try to give you? It's not my job to convince you about my resume.
That's it, yeah.
Right, or everything I've done. So maybe you love me or maybe you hate it.
Yeah.
Right. I can tell when I decided to volunteer to become commissioner of my city, and I'm serving my term.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, let's go into that.
It was a crazy thing. I was approached by the mayor, and the mayor was like, you do a lot of great things in the community. I have a position open on one of my commission boards. Would you like to take on that position? So I filled out the application. I told him why I wanted to become commissioner. But I asked certain questions like I'm not the yes guy. You can't put the money in my pocket, right? I said, if I sit on this board and as a citizen in my community, if the community comes to me and they have issues and problems, is the city going to do something about it? Because I'm going to cause holy hell on this commission board if the city doesn't do anything about it, right?
That's you living your truth.
That's what you're getting.
That's your truth.
You're getting that person. And he was like, no, and ever since then, I'm serving my third term. I've been asked every year to come back, and I serve my third term, and the city has kept its promise to me. What you inspect, what you expect, you hold them accountable. But as I did that though, and pictures worth 1,000 words. You post it. I remember I post me signing the declaration. And everybody's like, yo, you see big things, big, oh.
Yeah.
But then you start seeing people saying, oh, you the commissioner. And I say it that way because that's how I heard it coming out of people's mouths.
Yeah.
And it made me uncomfortable. Like, okay, so why do you keep saying commissioner? Or why do you keep trying? Are you trying to clown the fact that I'm somebody who cares about his community? And is well respected in my community and is doing great things in my community. So are you trying to clown it? You know what I mean? Or you the commissioner? Or are you really grateful? Right? Or and then you start seeing some people, oh, now you want to work with me because I'm a commissioner of the city. Now you want to work with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was crazy. But it's living your truth, man. It's doing the things that make you feel good. And I'm gonna tell you, in every position that I've ever held, whether it was teaching in Albany, I remember teaching in the school district in Albany.
Yeah, sure.
Running that clothing store in Crossgates Mall, Image Clothing, right?
Shout out. Yo, you was holding that shit down too, man. You want to rewind real quick? Want to rewind real quick? Let's rewind real quick. Yo, so the brother was holding a clothing store down. Shout out to the clothing store. Say the clothing store name, brother.
Image Clothing.
Image Clothing. So I remember the first day motherfuckers told me you was the manager there. I said, the manager there? I was like, that shit just opened up. He said, it just opened up.
Yep.
And I think Dave, the manager. I forgot who told me that shit. I said, because remember, I still was working in the mall. I was at the jewelry spot. I was at I had a couple spots. I had a couple jobs my damn self. That motherfuckers would have thought I was Jamaican.
Yo, we ran the mall. We ran.
I was working at the watch spot, 2 watch spots, and I was at the jewelry store. And I used to be rotating in the different stores. I was at my Plum Gold, then Pearson McGolders, and all the other shit. And then they was like, "Oh, you can work at Zales too." I was like, "Nah, I'm good on the Zales shit." But they was like, "Yo, Dave work at Image. He the manager." I said, "That shit just opened last week. I thought they already had somebody else doing that shit. I didn't think it was him." Man, I walked down that shit and saw you in that shit, putting the racks up. I mean, it's brand new. What was dope too about that shit was that y'all was still setting the store up, but y'all was selling shit still too.
Yes.
That had to be you. That I said only Dave would be like, "Nah, fuck that shit. We put the you want to know how much some jeans is? Listen, I know I'm putting this rack on my phone, but I'll sell you them jeans." That shit was crazy.
Listen, how the community loves you, man. How the community loves you, and this is the one thing that will always be the key to anyone's success is relationships. And the community loved me so much. You know, shout out to my hustlers. Some brothers would come up in there and be like, "Yo, what you got new? What you got new in the spot?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, just put that up right there." I put it. Nah, bro.
Back.
What you got?
Yup, in the back. Yup. I remember you told me that shit. I said, and you was like, matter of fact, correct me if I'm wrong. You told your district manager one time, like, district manager was like, "Yo, Dave, we got the store set up. We got this stuff right here, right. Sometimes we got to stick to what we got. Some of the stuff we want to hold on to and then put it out." You're like, "Man, if they want that shit right now, I ain't letting no money walk out this door."
No,
have you said that shit?
Yeah, it was. I remember he couldn't believe that one of the, like I want to say, shout out to my hustlers once again. The brother walked up in there, spent $10,000.
Damn.
And clothes. He couldn't believe it. He was standing next to me. The district manager was standing next to me at the register. And he was like, and I was looking at him as I was just ringing it up. And I was like, I looked at myself. I'm gonna give him some discounts.
Yeah, of course.
He's buying so much stuff. He's buying Timberland shoes. He buying 2 or 3 pairs of boots, 2 different colors. He bought an Averex jacket. He's getting all of the new stuff. Yeah. And he was like, and when he left, the district manager was like, that was a great job, Dave. He said, you already made gold like 2 times, 3 times over. We ain't got to sell no more stuff in the store. And that was in the morning because the hustlers would always come in the morning.
Yeah, in the morning.
They always come in the morning.
Yeah, in the morning. Because what I'm saying, it ain't like they got a 9-to-5 job, so they move when they want to. But I remember you told me that same exact, not that story right there, but you told me this shit. They would come in and be like, "Nah, what you got in the back?" I'm like, and then you was like, you had to tell you.
They didn't want to wear nothing. They didn't want to wear nothing that someone took off the.
Correct. And that's what you was telling the district manager. Like, "Yo, listen, man, we ain't put this shit out, but at the end of the day, it's like it ain't like I gotta hold on to it and not sell it, right?" And he was, then I'm selling this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, these jeans, we was on put this. Yeah, not to cut you. We was gonna put this out next week, but he want it right now. Yeah. Damn, you was killing, bro. You was killing.
I would say it was one of my favorite jobs. Dude, that and us working at Pearson Pagoda, bro.
Oh yeah, you was killing that too. Yeah. We had a nice little stint there together, didn't
we? You remember?
Did we not, brother?
What was homegirl's name? What was our manager's name?
Our man, Angela.
Okay.
She loved you, bro.
Shout out to Angela.
She loved you.
You remember when she used to leave, me and you used to hold it down. And she would come back and she'd be like, "Y'all made gold already?"
Yup.
Y'all made gold. We remember.
We was some bad motherfuckers, man. Dave, I almost forgot about that, bro. You was there a couple months and then they ended up that was before Image. Then you ended up going down there to run their shit. Yeah. So, wow, man, I forgot. Yo, you was there. You was there probably the whole summer. We was killing, bro. Yo, I remember Angela said to me one day, she said, Jose, you know why I hired Dave? I said, yeah, I know why you hired him. She said, why? I said, he a nice looking dude and he got a great personality. She's like, yeah. She's like, now I got 2 nice looking guys here with great personalities. I said, oh, you trying to tell me I'm nice looking? I appreciate that. Thank you very much. She's like, no, seriously, man. I think I really, really like y'all. I adore y'all. And I think y'all just great men. She's like, and y'all just happen to be black. Cause remember, she was white and she had biracial children. You know what I'm saying? And she always used to say, listen, I don't know how people, now I'm gonna get a little deep now. I don't know how people run around and hate on people that's different from them. She's like, because me knowing y'all, she was like, y'all great. Y'all just great men. She's like, y'all make me laugh. Y'all doing well for the company. She said, I have so much good to say about y'all, and I'm glad that y'all, I work with y'all. Because I remember I told her, because she was like, yo, such and such leaving. Now I'm gonna give you the backstory with this shit. Such and such leaving, and we gonna need a sales associate. So I said, who leaving? She's like, such and such. She took another job somewhere else. I said, damn, she just started here and shit. I said, well, she was cool. She was learning the ropes. Cool. I said, well, who you got in mind? She's like, no one. And we need to have somebody like within the next 2 weeks because it's the summertime. I was like, we're busy. I said, I know. I got somebody. Yep. She was like, you got somebody what that can definitely start right away. I said, yo, he can start right away. I said, I'm gonna call him. I said, I'm gonna call him because he got his full time. This is just gonna be some part-time shipping. I said, but I know he can do it because he has the personality. Mm-hmm. Yo, you came in that shit. You started that day. Yep. No, we ain't do no interview. She was like, yo, she's like, if she's like, who is it? I told her it's Dave. She said, I said, the big dude, brown skin, be coming up here talking to me and stuff like that about music, life, this and the third. I said, he's my fiasco brother. She said, oh, I like him. Oh my God. Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, she's like, well, when can he start? I said, hold on. I called you right on the phone, on the work phone. I said, Dave, she want to hire you. When can you start? You was like, yo, give me a couple of days, make sure my attire is right. Cause I told her, I said, yo, he not gonna come in here and playing around. He ain't coming here no jeans and sweatshirt.
Right.
He gonna come here suited and booted. He gonna have, you know what I'm saying? Cause I was suited and booted too. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't do it crazy until sometime when she would leave. Right. Yo, remember not Easter, because this was the summer. I forgot what it was going on in the mall. It was big. Me and you came in there with the 3 pieces on. Yep. We had the 3-piece suits on. I think that was one of our biggest days. People was coming to the damn, they was coming just for conversation, and we were just selling them shit. Mm-hmm. Oh, y'all look nice. Oh, what are y'all doing? We at work. Oh, wow. I like that suit. I like this. Yeah. What about this bracelet though? You like that too?
What's funny? That's what actually helped me. Pearson Pagoda and Image is what actually helped me become the sales executive at Enterprise.
Yeah, there you go.
It's when I learned how to talk to people at that young age, and was really creating relationships, establishing relationships with people, it transferred over into, okay, I know how I want to be treated when I'm working for a major company, when I'm working for this big global institution, this global company, and whether I'm working for whether I'm in the rental division or if I'm in the car sales division, which the car sales division was my main division.
Yeah.
I was able I mean, you're selling. I went from selling jewelry that was $1,000, little sometimes less than that, $49, $50, $100. Yeah. So now I'm selling $25,000 cars.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And now the relationship of you talking to somebody and they got to buy $25,000 cars. They said the biggest purchases you make in your life are a house or a car.
Correct.
Right. So that transferred over, man, and I appreciate that. Appreciate you for even giving me that opportunity.
Yeah, brother.
call me up and give me the opportunity to work together because we had a damn good run, Chad.
Yo, fam, I'm glad you brought that up. I forgot about that shit because it wasn't that long because Emmett snatched you. Like you went down. Like now, me thinking about it now, it's all coming back. I remember they was like, "Yo, this clothing store is." Matter of fact, it was 2 clothing stores because I ended up working for Demo later on. Remember, you left for Image, and then I worked at Demo. Now we compete against each other. And that shit was crazy. I remember one. Hold on, we gonna get into that too.
Remember, it was Puerto Rican. It was Eddie. Eddie was the manager at Image.
Yeah,
over there.
Yeah.
Eddie lives in Schenectady.
So then you came in and he grabbed you, and then you was over there. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, he about to leave and go. I said, but I was happy for you at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You had a management position. You was over there or whatever you in position. And when you first got there, and I just remember those times now that you brought it up is that we was killing them. Like we would literally tell Angela, like, Angela, just go ahead.
Just go, like go home.
Just go home, yo. We got it. Because she had kids. She had kids. So he's like, go ahead, whatever. Oh yeah, I got it. Such and such is sick. Go ahead. We and Dave got it.
So look, we understood empathy too. See, that was the thing. Empathy, being empathetic to people, and that helped me become a leader. Understanding you, like you said, people got kids, they got this, they got that. So no, go home early. Yeah. Right? No, I got this. Or even as a general manager, I would never do a deal and then leave a stack of files in a cabinet for my assistant manager to come back to if he was off from work.
Yeah.
I used to, it used to be crazy, and I trust me, I ain't rolling people under the bus, but I used to come into some offices and I used to see them leave 25 files because their assistant was on vacation.
That's
and
crazy.
The assistant had to come back and have to pack all 25 files
because they didn't want to do it. That shit was crazy.
I was just like, I was like, to be fair, like to be a fair and empathetic person, like and to be a great leader. And that's why I got people to always want to work for me. And that's how I taught leadership, professional development. But you have to know your people, understand them, listen to them, and you can't just be so hardcore all the time. Oh, your numbers is down. Oh, if you don't get your numbers up, you're fired next month.
Yeah, nah.
That's why a lot of businesses today have lost a lot of people.
Correct.
Like, don't want to work for a lot of people now.
Correct. Because there's no empathy and there's no compassion. And the thing about it is that when you up, you up. Yeah, it's easy. It's easy to perform. It's a couple of times when, like I said, when we worked together, you know what I'm saying, stuff wasn't going the way we wanted it to either. But then when when shit was popping, and we was a small, Zales owned us, but we was the kiosk booths in the middle of the mall. And people thought, oh, the jewelry fake. This ain't fake. Yo, look at this Cuban. You think this fake? Hold it. They was like, oh, all right, I thought you thought wrong. So we breaking shit down to them. We used to handle our business, but to touch on your stuff at the end of the day is that I remember having conversations with you, like you said, we back at it now. Me and you talking on the phone like every other 2 weeks, whatever. Yeah. When you was down holding it down, a general manager and stuff like that, and you selling these cars and this and doing this and that third and making all these deals. I remember you told me when it gets slow, it gets slow, but you got to make something happen one way or the other. And and shit was costing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like explain some of that too, right there, right? With the whole transition of because you did what kind of cars with the fleets of cars that you were selling?
Everything. Luxury, small, mid-size, SUVs, everything. Everything. Yeah, it's your $100,000 cars all the way down to the smallest car, to the cheapest car. Perfect used car package. Like I said, yeah, it does cost when it's slow. But you had a process, right? The process was what you found out is you found out that everybody's buying a car. Like there are people buying cars right now in every single dealership. There's somebody signing their name on the dotted line right now. I heard it was like every 3 minutes because of how many people on the face of this planet. It's like every 3 minutes a day. Like you know, and then there's a recycle of cars, right? People have old cars that trade. Every day, someone's car is either finished on a loan, they're finished on a loan, they're finished with something,
Yeah.
or every day their car is 10 years old. Every day their car is 20 years old. Every day, the people that want to hold on their cars forever. Every day someone's car is breaking down. Every day somebody's getting into a car accident. So people are constantly buying cars. And I didn't believe that until I got into it and saw it was happening every day. And we had a simple process. You get 7 people, 7 referrals, people that need to buy cars. I didn't think you could do this every day. With all the people that were in the office, and most, it's normally like 10, almost 10 to 15 people in the office. Every person would get 7 leads, at least set 3 appointments, and have one person in front of them every day. Every day. And if you follow that, if you follow just that simple, now I'm giving my goods right here on the podcast right now.
All right. Drop your jewel, don't give it all to them if you don't want to, but drop it.
Now you go, I'm a consultant. I'm a consultant. I'm a GM. I'm a general manager. I'm a vice president. I can listen. If you need me to come and consult and open up a dealership for you and become the #1 store, then yeah, reach
there
out.
There it is. Yeah, there you go. Plug it. Plug yourself, brother. Word.
David at bcstudios.io. You can email me or reach out to me 909-528-7125. All right, there goes my plug.
There it is. No word. That's it. Yeah, this is what we do too. Good for you, brother. Right. Yeah, do that. Yeah.
So I told people, I said, if you sell a half a car or a full car every day, that's 15 to 30 cars a month. Based on whatever play plan you have for whatever company you work for, you could make $100,000+ a year. And when people followed, when they followed my process and instructions, they always won. They had their short-term goals and their long-term goals. So I had plans. You have a plan. You always have a short-term plan and you have a long-term plan, right? You try your short-term first. If it doesn't work out, then you kind of try to set yourself up for your long-term plans. You don't have to tell everybody everything you're doing in life, but it works well in how you focus when you're working at, for a corporation. If you have your career, and it works well in life too, right? There's something called a gap analysis that I use, that I learned in all these years. And the gap analysis is your current situation and your desired situation, and then here's the line. There's a line you have to walk. So you have to ask yourself questions, right, to get to your desired situations. And every time you answer those questions, you move one step closer to your desired situations. And these are all the benefits you're going to have. So that's how you, and like I said, you can use it in your relationship, right? You have your current situation, the things you don't like in your, things that are hindering your relationships, and you have your desired situation. And what you're doing is that you're answering the questions that you need to get to your desired situation, to make your relationship better, or how you want your relationship to be. That's with anybody. That's with friends. That's with your girl, your husband, wife, all of that good stuff. So, it's crazy when you take something like that in a sales environment, and then you look at it and you're like, well, wow, everybody has a current situation that they have issues in, or problems in, and then this their desired situation. They're always trying to get to their desired situation. And when you're talking to a person, when they were buying cars, it was like, okay, when you come in, it's your current situation. Oh, I got a gas guzzler. I need a car that's good on gas. Okay. Well, it's not too many questions that you have to ask a person to get them to their desired situation. You just need a car that's good on gas. All right. Are we trading this car in? What's stopping you from getting rid of this thing and get yourself something that's good on gas? Well, it's payment. Okay. Well, then let me know what the payment is, and then we have to find a car that's going to fit your payment, right? But you got to start thinking about the things you're going to save. If you get rid of the gas guzzler, then you're going to save in gas. So even if you pay a little bit more in your payment to get yourself a newer car that's good on gas, it's still worth it.
Correct.
Then you having this old car that might break down that's a gas guzzler. Yeah. So that's how I used to talk to the people. I made sense to them, and they always was like, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and do it. We're gonna go ahead and do it.
You know what it is. You know what it is too. Just in that, and I know people might look at that and they always think that, oh, it's a sales pitch. You just did. When you was talking about that and putting that out there like that, I felt the compassion for the person that had the gas guzzler.
Yes.
And that's the thing, bro. Like you said, you building that relationship. It ain't they go to sales pitch. I got them. They about to buy this shit. That's not you. It's the fact that matter that, yo, listen, this is easy. I'm gonna make this easy for you as possible. You know what I'm saying? This is what this is. You got a gas guzzler over here. It ain't working out for you, whatever. Even if you buy a newer car, the car might be a little bit more expensive. You're gonna save on gas. That gas that you're saving is the money that you're saving in gas is gonna necessarily is gonna benefit you because of that, as well as the fact of the matter now you have a car that's dependable.
Yes.
That you're not worried about every time you drive that motherfucker down the street. That's it, bro. That's compassion, man. That's compassion. Now we gonna go to. That's dope, man. That's dope. And you did that for how long?
Oh man, it's going on 20 plus years now.
Yeah, 20 plus years, and that's why you're consulting now with that shit. So reach out to this man. You know what I'm saying? He can turn your dealership around. You know what I'm saying? On that.
That is for sure. That is for sure.
That's
word. I don't need to toot my own horn. Well,
that's just real talk. I think the years of experience say that for you. You know what I'm saying? Let's transition. Yeah, family.
Yeah, so I'm
let's transition into. Say that again.
Exceptional Achievement Award winner twice.
There you go. I heard you say you mentoring, life coach. What's that stuff mean to you, man? And the kids and stuff like that, man.
We gotta take care of our babies. Well, that's what you hear me say. I don't never stay away from that. We gotta take care of the babies. You know, I grew up paying attention to what was going on in the world now. And at one point when I was younger, I was like, man, babies keep having babies. And babies, children are having babies. Like you don't even know how to be a parent and you're having babies. So now we live in a world where, everybody else is minding your kids but you.
Yeah.
The laptop, the iPad, the phone, the tablet, everything else is mine. The school district, everything else is minding your kids but you. And I get it. And you got I try to talk to parents. You got to put more effort into taking care of your kids because they're joining gangs. They're dealing with craziness out there in the world. Wow. They're being traumatized by everything that's going on, and these kids need help. So it's probably the best feeling in the world, when I got kids all over just running up to me, and like we walk in the classrooms, all these kids all Fs. Now they got A's, B's, and C's.
There you go.
Doing well, and they're part of something greater for themselves. You know what I mean? And it's the best feeling in the world, man. It's there's no other feeling like it. There is no other feeling like it, man. So, I took on this mentoring ship. I guess it was in my heart for a long time. My mom, I used to watch my mother do it a lot in education. Like, everybody was her son. You know how my mom was. Oh, you're all my children, right? Everybody welcome to the house. I'm cooking
right on the porch. We were chilling right on the porch.
Right. So,
brother.
So I took it. So, I used to watch her, right? I used to watch her take kids to baseball games, right? And I used to be a chaperone and go to Yankee games with my mom, like for kids who didn't have. I used to watch her. She wrote to the Knicks, and the Knicks donated to kids for Christmas. So a part of that, and then watching her teaching the school district. So a part of that, like it was something I grew up around, something I was in. I was like, okay, so this is natural for me. It's natural to take care of our babies. It's natural, to try to help families, to try to strengthen families, to try to edify families. Right.
Let me jump in real quick. Let me have to cut you. Let me jump in because you on a roll right now. Just so these people know. Now we met in Albany, New York, but your mom, you talking about the Yankees and the Knicks and stuff like that. You from the city.
Yeah.
Shout your borough, bro.
Harlem, New York.
Harlem. Yo, you can just tell. Yo, I ain't gonna front. Y'all Harlem dudes move different, man.
Born and raised 143rd between 7 and Lenox. Born and raised on 135th for Harlem Hospital. Like I said, went through my hard times. We didn't always have it good. Like poor, homeless, all type shelters, type of stuff.
And look at you now.
Good, man. But like I said, just with perseverance, like being resilient and just fighting through everything, man. Yeah, Yeah, you know,
and that's what, and I feel like that's what isn't that those experiences shaped you to want to be in these kids' lives, to help them, to shape them, to turn them around, you know, because you never necessarily know. You don't know what people going through, man. You don't know what people going through and what they have and what they don't have until you actually have those conversations with them and you talk to them and you sit there and you say, you know, I understand. You know, I've been there. I know how I go. You know, I know how I go. And you know, even with me,
checking your temperature. I call it checking your temperature.
Yeah, bro.
You got to check everybody's temperature.
Yeah.
There was a brother. Me and my brothers were standing in the alley one time, and we were just talking, and I was in my eye. You know, I looked off to the side and I saw this brother walking towards us, and I was like, "What in God's name would this brother want with three big dudes in an alleyway that's just talking to each other? Why would he be walking towards us?"
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of looked down. I looked down at his ankle, and he had an ankle bracelet on. So you can tell he just got out. You got an ankle bracelet. You know, what are you doing? So you know, he walked up on us, and I was like, "Yo, what's up, brother? How you feeling?" And the way we approached him, right, non-threatening, non-violence, right. But I had thought about it, right. You know, we tried to help him. You know, he asked for about a job or whatever the case may be. And we like, why would you be asking three brothers in the alley about a job?
Yeah.
This brother's probably getting ready to rob us. Or he's getting ready to do something crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, we checked his temperature and we didn't come threatening with him. You know what I'm saying? But we offered our help. And then I saw a shift in his spirit. I saw a shift in his face.
Yeah.
The spirit. And he was like, yo, man, I appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then he walked off. And at that moment, you know, I told my brothers, I was like, yo, that dude was about to rob us because there's no reason why he would just walk up on three dudes he don't know in the middle of the alley, you know what I'm saying, with nobody around, right? And I said we stopped something bad from happening at this point.
Word. Not just that's just to y'all, but to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're like, brother, you got this ankle bracelet on. Whatever you did in your past, you got to wear this now. This is become your future, and you got to figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
But then you about to send yourself back, or you know what I'm saying, or end up doing something to three good dudes.
Right.
You know, because you in a bad space right now.
Exactly. We don't know what's going on with it, right?
Yeah.
So you're right about that, man. And that's the thing is you don't know what's going on with people. So, you know, you gotta be, you know, you just gotta be aware, man. You gotta be aware of your surroundings. You gotta be aware of everybody and just respect everybody. Check on them. Just ask people how they doing.
Yeah. Now
people have reached out to me that said that things that I had put out there, if I didn't say what I said or put something out there that helped them, I had people reaching out to me in my DM telling me, thank you. I was about to kill myself last night. And these are people that were close to, I mean, I was just with them, like talking to them at a bar the night before. And told me the next day, if you didn't say what you say, I was about to kill myself. And I'm like, there is no reason on the face of this planet for you to take your life, right? You know, things are not that bad, right? Shout out to Tom Hanks, the meme, right? When things are bad, this too shall pass. You're gonna be happy, this too shall pass. You're gonna be sad, this too shall pass. You're gonna be angry, this too shall pass. You know, so you know, and I think that's the biggest thing about it, man. So when that happened, man, that really hit me. It really hit home, and it told me that I need to continue to keep doing, to keep reaching out, to keep being who I am. Because if that stops somebody from killing themselves, then I need to continue.
Correct.
Because people be thinking you doing it for other reasons. Oh, you just putting stuff out there because you for likes. You want people to see you trying to like you don't even know half the stuff that people are telling me or revealing to me that you know, and that we always say, yo, if you're feeling a certain way, reach out.
Yeah.
Because we don't have people to reach out to.
No. And a lot of times people don't reach out to people because they don't know how to speak on the things that they're going through. And I think too that for the most part that's our community, man. And we're gonna touch on that real quick because Black and brown men, we always have that we gotta be strong and we gotta be this and we gotta be that, and I'm gonna be honest with you. To me, you a fucking superhero. Dave, you're a superhero. But this is the thing. But even superheroes have their days. Yes. And that's what I want to touch on right now, because, you got your organizations, family is all that matters. You're the commissioner. You this. You got all these things going on. You wear many hats, 20 plus years of car dealership stuff, all retail jobs, this and the third, back in the day with successful shit that happened to you that made you turn into this juggernaut in the dealership and car world and stuff like that. But you ain't do all that shit and not have no bad times. And you mentioned depression earlier, man. What's that about with you?
When you a lot of times, you get disappointed when people do things to you that you thought would never do things to you. When you feel like you ain't got nobody to talk to, right? Because everybody, because you really don't want to hear what people have to say, because they're not giving you, they're not listening to you, or they might not be, they, like you said, they always tell you suck it up.
Yeah. Right. That's prevalent in our community, brother. Prevalent.
And what happens is that the depression turns to anger, and it takes you to a dark place, right? And then you turn around and then you're looking at people like now you're skeptical about everybody. You don't trust nobody, right? And then people are getting the short version of you. You're just trying to survive around people. You can feel their attitudes. You don't even you get disgusted by things that people say to you. If they even say it in the wrong way, you'll snap at them. And that's not a place that you want to be. So, you're always trying to be in a happy place, right? Things didn't always go the way I wanted to go, right? You can always be a victim of circumstance. There's one thing where you do things that you caused, like you just making bad decisions. Yeah. There's another thing where there's things that happen to you that are just uncontrollable, and you're like, man, this happened again. Like, what did I do? Right? What did I do to anybody for this to continue to keep happening to me? Why? I'm, one of the things is I'm old school, right? People always say I'm too nice. Well, you don't want the mean version of me. The mean version you wouldn't like. No. So I have to smile all the time. I have to laugh. I understand my power. I understand I can hurt people. I understand I'm 6'3", damn near 300-something pounds. Like, I understand how strong I am. I've been strong.
Teddy bear.
Right. But I'd rather be.
I just want to hold you. I just want to hold you, Dave. I just want to hold you.
I would rather be that big ass teddy bear than being Godzilla or King Kong. You know what I mean? And I think that's the thing, is that, I've been told that, I give out gifts and it's not reciprocated. And that's what always keeps you. It keeps you at a certain level when you continue to keep giving out 2 gifts, because you think everybody's going to reciprocate back, but you just feel like you're getting used. People just keep taking from you, and they will keep taking, and will keep taking. So when do you say enough is enough? And that gets disappointing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I put you in a different space, man. So
I know.
So yes, I'm Superman, Juggernaut. I'm a superhero, and as my daughter in the Incredible Hulk, she calls me. Right?
That's it.
That's
your shit.
But yes, I have my days where I don't want to talk to nobody. I have my days where I have to do things for myself. I have my days where I do question why I've done things for people, because I'm not appreciated. Right? I have my days where I have to stop myself from walking away from everybody. And not talking to everybody anymore. I have to, I have to continue to be who I am, because there are a lot of people that do depend on me. They do want me to be around, right?
Want you to win.
Right? Who knows if I die, how many people will come to my funeral, right? Who knows? Who knows, how many people are going to continue to remember how much of an impact that I did have in their lives, right? Because for so long, we take so many things for granted. And we don't know how long we're going to be here. Remember I talked to you a long time. I said, dude, you have those pivotal moments in your life.
Drop that message.
Right. And I was like, yo, this is the last run.
That's it. There you go.
this is the last run, right? We, when you end your 30s, into your 40s, and you're about to get into your 50s, how do you want to spend? It's crazy because for most men, the first half of your life is 30 years old, not 50. Because you die at like 60, 65, you barely make it to 80 or 90 or 100, right? So
That's
how are you?
crazy.
Yeah, it is. How are you going to spend the second half of your life? And that's something you got to think about. That's what I told him. So when I came to that conclusion, like this is the last run, like, okay, I'm going hard right now. And some people might not understand it. They might, you can't tell everybody everything you're doing because everybody thinks you should be doing something else. And you're like, well, if you're not going to take the time to understand what it is I'm doing, or maybe understand the importance of it, then there's no reason to talk to you. I don't need to over explain myself to you, and I don't really need you to understand what I'm doing. Just know that every time you say congratulations, that's because when you thought I wasn't doing anything, I was doing something.
There it is.
Right? Case in point, the book and becoming a best-selling author, right? How did I become an honorable, intelligent, mature man? It's everything that we go through in our lives that get us to this point where people they respect your advice, they respect your word, they respect everything about you. And then you got people who hate. Mm-hmm. You know who those people are.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? Those are the people that are always in your face, smiling, laughing, joking, but they never do nothing with you.
Smile in your face all the time. They want to take your break. Them backstabbers. Bastards.
You know what I'm saying?
Like my grandma would say, you bastards. She used to say that shit just like that. You bastards.
Just look at
you were just like that, man. That shit used to crack me up. I'm like, damn, girl, nobody got no name. You just call everybody a bastard. Yeah, damn right I do. Bastard. Now go ahead and give me that damn that coffee. Call me that shit. But no, right, you're right, bro. And that book is monumental, man. That's dope.
Listen. Shout out to Carolyn Wilson, who pushed me. Shout out to my brother Darnell, man, for putting me in the space, to write, because Darnell has been a positive.
Advocate.
Yes, he's been pushing. Yeah. He told me to go. I need to go back and sing. He told me I need to do that. He said poetry. He said, dude. He said, yo. He said, I'll find you a voice coach, and do an album. So
on you want to give a little something?
Hold on. On the lows, Jose. On the low, I have been writing songs.
Okay.
I have been writing songs. I'm trying to find a melody to it, and I'm trying to sound it out.
Yeah.
So
that's dope,
dude. I've been,
you not to cut your wisdom. You know what's crazy? That Donnell is pushing you for that. Remember when I was in California, we was chilling, right where you at right now, right? We was playing the music. We was vibing, playing the music, right? Who was pushing us to put the group together?
Donnell.
No.
What you talking about? When
we was all there. When we was about to go out that night. We was about to go out that night and hit the town. I think it was either the all-white party we was going to rock up. Yes. Remember, Damien was like, yo, we was going back and forth. And he was like, Zay, I forgot you could sing. I said, yeah. He said, yo, I can sing a little bit too. Remember when we started, listening to Jagged Edge, 112, we was listening to whatever. So we was all in there humming and harmonizing. I said, that shit do sound pretty good. He was like, yo, we should do something with this shit. That's crazy you said that.
Mm-hmm. Because I wanted, it's like I said, it's the last one. I want to do the things that made me happy or make me happy.
Yeah, right? Me too, brother.
You know what I mean? I remember us driving in cars, or whether we was on a bus. I remember.
Come on with it, yeah.
Always, always, always. Shout out to Tyrese, boy.
Yeah.
He sparked me off with that.
Yo, I remember them days, man. Like I said, that book is monumental. I mean, I want to get off of that real quick.
Yeah.
I want to just say,
I gotta give a shot. I gotta give a shot to more people because they're in Atlanta right now.
So do that.
Doing the panel right now. So to the kings that are on the hymn story out there in Atlanta right now, speaking for the panel of the hymn story, honorable, intelligent, mature man. Shout out Callan Wilson. Thank you for setting this all up. Book signing tour is coming soon, so I will be in the city. I am talking about coming to Albany.
Yeah.
One of my young boys, Jermaine Carter, Asia Carter's little brother. He's opening up motor oil stores in Albany out there.
Okay.
And he's opening up it's a coffee shop, and he's doing a coffee shop and a bookstore together.
Dope.
That's dope. He invited me to do my book signing at the coffee shop and the bookstore. So I was dope. Shout out to Jay Carey. Jay Carey is putting up Salem State University to do a book signing and bring the panel out there.
That's dope.
Jesus.
Okay.
So it's coming. And for all those who really want to know what this book is about, it's a good read, and I hope that it does touch a lot of people. It's just about, for me, it's about, adversity, and my determination and being an optimistic person, right? And I chose that. My part in the book is called Renaissance Man. I'm always a man in search of the truth, and it's called the Awakening of the Giant Within, right? And I had to find myself. I had to find myself through all the adversity. I was a very determined young man, no matter how, whatever situation we were in growing up. Daddy wasn't around, you know what I'm saying? We was poor, that type of thing.
That story.
But having support from the family, having support from friends, right? I guess it's us. It involves me and you, right? It involves everything we've been through, our walk in life. I think about all that, and I try to generalize as much as I could, and just use adversity and what would you do, and your determination as a man, and right, and so I try to generalize it. But I am working on my second book.
That's it.
I'm working on my second book.
That's it.
That is to come. I'm working on a second book called Love is Unconditional, but Love's Not Stupid. And I am working on a poetry book also.
That's dope. You got some shit cooking, brother.
It's just the reemergence of me. It's the reemergence. It's me, like you said, it's me finding myself again and doing the things that made me happy, and just living in my truth. And as long as I can tell my story that's going to always help someone else, I'm good, man.
Last run.
I'm good, right? I'm the one that's telling my story, though. No one else.
Nobody else. Right? The last run, brother.
Yes, the last
run. Let me give you the opportunity to plug yourself for the last time. Where could these people find you, man?
Yeah. Well, I have a link tree. I am on Facebook. I'm on TikTok. I am on Instagram. Incredible Hulk 50 on Instagram. Facebook is just David J. Layne or David Jordan Layne on Facebook. TikTok, I think it's Big City Studios on TikTok. Okay. Yes, Big City Studios on TikTok. So I'm not hard to find, as my man Deion Sanders will say. Shout out to Deion Sanders. He motivates a motivator.
One of the best. My favorite cornerback of all time, and I think the best cornerback ever to play the game. The book. Where can they get the book?
Oh, you can just link. The link is on my link tree. So if you go to my page on Facebook, or if you reach out to me, you can DM me, message me, email me, david@bcstudios.io. I will send you the link to pick up the book, and I will personally sign the book myself.
That's dope, man.
Sign the book myself and make sure I get it to you. For all those who have already purchased the book already, it is coming. There's a delay, but it's on its way. And as soon as it gets to me, I'm going to sign it and I'm going to get it out to you. but please keep supporting. Thank you all who have already supported. Zay, thank you for having me here on the podcast. This is always a joy talking to you, my brother.
Yeah, brother. Same here, man.
Keep
Love
doing
is
your
love,
thing.
man.
Keep doing your
Yo,
thing.
love is love, man. And like you said, man, people motivate you. You motivate me. Even having this conversation with you, man, and the things about the stuff that you just spoke about and stuff, it just resonates stuff in me that I know that I got to get better at and continue to plug and push through because, you know, we all deal with stuff that people don't see. You know what I'm saying? And you know that, because you my big brother. So when I need to have a conversation with you about some shit, I call you. But it's not about me right now. What it is that I wanted you to come on this podcast, share all of your accomplishments, share all of your stories, and you just your uplifting spirit, man. You just have an uplifting spirit, Dave, and that's why I'm glad that we've sustained this brotherhood and this family relationship for all these years, man. Because you're a good dude, deep down inside, man. I always knew that, and I think that's what brought us together. Let me plug my shit before we do something. I got something I want to do something with you. This is Eclectic Mind Podcast, everybody. You can catch us on Facebook, Instagram. It's gonna be on our YouTube page. The email is Eclectic Minds 2019 at gmail.com. If you want any guest ideas, any type of comments and stuff like that you want to talk to us about the podcast, anything, send the shit there. We on every platform as far as audio stuff like that too. But definitely check the YouTube stuff out. Now we trying to move away from the audio stuff, but the YouTube stuff is what we want to see, the views and the comments and everything like that. So we appreciate y'all and keep supporting and we love y'all for the most part. I can't be happier with the fact of the matter that the guests that we get on here, the caliber of guests, like I said, you're a busy dude, bro. You made the time to come on here and I appreciate that, man. And love is love. Now, real quick,
what you going to do, man?
You know I'm about to do some shit.
What you going to do?
You know we gonna end this shit like this. This is some special shit right now, Eclectic Minds Podcast viewers. You know we're about to do it. Hold on, let's see if you remember. He said, lately I've been thinking something's going
wrong
because you got an
that's you, man.
Because you got an attitude and you're not in the mood
like you used to.
He said, girl, I can feel it when I hold you in my arms. The feeling is not the same. And I'll be the one to blame. I don't want to
lose your love.
He said, don't want to lose you. And I don't want to say
bye-bye.
He said, no. Because true love is so
hard to find
when it's right between your lips and mine. And mine before. We still got it, brother.
Got it. Listen.
Yo.
I wanna say, love you, brother. Give everybody love me out there on the East Coast.
Yeah, definitely.
Hug all the brothers for me. All the babies that the brothers had, John and everybody, the whole Fiasco crew, everybody's still alive on your side of town that we know. I want to shout out to my mom. I love you to death, Mom. My brothers and sisters, y'all know I love y'all. Some of y'all get on my damn nerves, but I love y'all all the same. Erica, I love you. Appreciate you in every way. You know who you are. My baby girl that's getting so big, Clark Alexis. I love you. About to be 9 this year, man. I'm getting these gray hairs, brother.
That's all right. You still look good, brother. Uncle Jose, love you too, Clark.
And just listen. And obviously, everybody knows I got love for them. Even names I haven't even said on here. I got love for you. You know, so don't be mad if I ain't say your name on here, but I appreciate you giving me this time and this space to express myself. And yeah, God damn it, we do sound good, brother. We do sound we still sound good.
Yo, we used to do that shit all the time, brother. In the mall, no matter where we was at, we used to do that shit. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
I ain't gonna lie, that definitely was a lady getter too. That was a lady getter. And we was I remember we used to sing it.
Yeah, brother. Dave Hollister songs, all that shit. Are you
we
kidding
get
me?
a crowd. We used to get a crowd,
yeah,
man.
brother.
Get a
So
crowd.
I just want to say this, man. Like you said, it's the last run. And I appreciate you, Mr. David Jordan Layne. I'm gonna say your whole government, the commissioner, and just and just and thank you for coming on here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I love you, man. And thanks for coming on here. Like I said, people don't know about our relationship and how close I am with you, man. They gonna know now. And everybody viewing Eclectic Minds Podcast, make sure y'all keep supporting and stuff like that. We appreciate y'all, man. And we signing off right now. Peace.